Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the City Council meeting. Let the record show that all members of the City Council are present, with the exception of Councilmans Fairbanks and Bilsbach. Copy of the open meetings law is posted in the meeting room on the west wall and is accessible to the public at any time during the course of this meeting. First item on the agenda is the consent agenda. All items under the consent agenda are considered to be routine by the City Council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a City Council member or citizen so requests. First item on the agenda is item A, approve agenda as submitted. Item B, receive and place on file all notices pertaining to this meeting. Item C, receive and place on file all materials having any bearing on this meeting. Item D, approval of regular minutes on June 19th, 2017 as on file in the City Clerk's office. Item E, approval of minutes of work session on June 26th, 2017 as on file in the City Clerk's office. Item F, approval of Treasurer's report of claims in the amount of $661,556.70. Item G, approval of Boswell report of claims in the amount of $14,260.92. Item H, approve write-off of nuisance districts. Item I, award bid for the alley reconstruction 2017 to R.L. Tiemann Construction in the amount of $53,224.22. Item J, approval of special designated license for FEO Area 531, the Eagles Club, for a beer garden in the parking lot at 119 North 19th Street on August 18th, 19th, and 20th from 2 p.m. until 12 a.m. for the solar eclipse barbecue and permission to use a portion of city right-of-way along the sidewalk of said parking lot. Item K, resolution number 6077, granting Main Street Beatrice and their designees permission to sell or offer for sale or peddle goods, wares, or merchandise on sidewalks located on Court Street between 3rd Street and 8th Street, and sidewalks located on 5th Street between Market Street and Ellis Street, hereinafter property, as part of July 2017 Main Street Beatrice sidewalk sales on July 20th, 2017 through July 22nd, 2017. Item L, resolution number 6078, entering into a lease with Gage Area Growth Enterprise for office space in the Carnegie Building. Item M, resolution number 6079, executing the supplemental agreement number 1 with the Nebraska Department of Roads for project number ELEC-77-1, 1031, control number 13372, regarding modifying traffic signals and replacing a traffic controller at the intersection of U.S. Highway 77 and Dorsey Street. And item N, resolution number 6080, executing the contract for services with JEO Consulting Group, Inc. to provide professional services to update the city's hazard mitigation plan and screen proposed mitigation projects for feasibility of FEMA funding. Is there any item a council member wants removed from the consent agenda? Mr. Party?
J, please.
Item J. Anyone else? Anyone from the public? Mr. Catlin?
Mayor, I move that all the items listed under the consent agenda, with the exception of item J, be approved, accepted, and ratified as presented.
Second.
Moved by Catlin, seconded by Clayball, that all items listed on the consent agenda be approved. Your vote, please. And that is approved 6-0. All right, Mr. Catlin, item J.
Mayor, I move with the approval of special designated license for FOE Area 531 Eagles Club for a beer garden in the parking lot of 119 North 19th Street on August the 18th, 19th, and 20th from 2 o'clock p.m. until 12 o'clock a.m. for the solar eclipse barbecue and permission to use a portion of city right-of-way along the sidewalk of said parking lot be accepted, approved, and ratified as presented.
Second.
Moved by Catlin, seconded by Party, that of the approval for the special designated license for the Eagles Club. Discussion.
Again, I pulled it off because I don't believe we need to use city property with beer gardens. The building itself has several sides, and they chose the one near the busiest street. I don't know why, maybe recommendations couldn't have been made for something else where they don't interfere with the city right away.
Any other comments from the public? Your vote, please. That is approved 5-1 with Councilman Party voting against. Next item on the agenda is a public hearing for the purpose of considering adoption of Plan Modification W to the redevelopment plan for redevelopment area number 4. That's the Fakler development on North 2nd Street.
So the first TIF project we have before you tonight is Fakler's project on North 2nd Street. We're not entirely sure yet if this project's going to move forward or not. Mr. Fakler is looking at 2 different locations. He's still working with with the city and with the bank as to which one of these they're going to finance, and if so, how many, and some things like that. So we're still working out some of the details. But as with every developer, he's already got scheduled when to start digging foundations, and so we're trying to meet those deadlines and keep things moving along while we continue to work on some of those details in the background. This project, if it were to move forward, would be located up on North 2nd Street. It's actually the intersection of 2nd Street and Lincoln Street in the Glenover area. It would consist of 3 houses that would be located up there. Each house would be about 900 square feet. He owns the lots already. Utilities are already there. It's already got street there. 2nd Street's already paved. It's an asphalt street. So utilities are already in that location.
Need TIF funding for
TIF funding would
sidewalks and stuff that he has to put in.
TIF funding would be used for some of those things. There's some grading work, some site work, some things like that. It doesn't generate a large amount of TIF money just because it's, there's only 3 homes.
Yeah.
But if he is to move forward, those are the types of expenses he would look to use the TIF financing for.
Any other questions from the public? Motion to close the public hearing.
Mayor, I move that the public hearing be closed at 7:07 p.m.
Second.
Moved by Cattell and seconded by Cook that the public hearing be closed at 7:07 p.m. Your vote, please. That is approved 6-0. Next item is a public hearing for the purpose of considering adoption of Plan Modification X to the redevelopment plan for redevelopment area number 3. This is also a Fakler development located on Graham Street.
Yes, this one's located on Graham Street. I believe there's a map of it on page 96 of your packet, but it's the Bismarck area, Graham Street and Bismarck on the west side of town. In that area, Fakler already owns approximately half a lot over there. He's looking to build 6 houses, again, the 900 square foot homes all along that area there. What we're trying to find out is if we can generate enough TIF revenue to pave Graham Street in front of those locations. We're struggling to do that at this point. We're looking at some different alternatives for paving the street. There's also a water line that's a 4-inch. It should be upsized to a 6, but a 4-inch would be sufficient for the homes that he's looking to put in there. So right now, we are working with the engineering department to try to find enough, another way maybe to pave that road and keep within his TIF dollars that he has available to him. The other option is to just use the TIF money for, again, grading, site work, those types of expenses. The third option is for simply this project not to move forward with TIF, but him to move forward to building the houses as he has already planned to do so, and to leaving the street as a gravel street. All 3 of those are options at this point.
Rich?
It's not going to kill the deal if we can't get that paved, correct?
No, because he can still meet all the requirements that are necessary to build the homes without paving the street. Obviously, we would like to pave the street, make the improvements, but if we can't simply get enough TIF revenue out of this project to pay for the street paving, we'll have to not pave the street and maybe look to do some other improvements.
No, that's in the second stage, correct?
Of the flood,
Plain.
correct.
Can he basement the second?
Yes.
I think he can, can't
He can. He'll have to raise them up just a little bit, but he'll be able to put basements in there, yes.
Okay.
Don't we have it in our building codes that if you build a new residence, you have to have finished road in front?
No.
I thought we did.
Sidewalks.
No, even that's not in there. What you have to do is if you have curb and gutter and improved street, then you have to put sidewalks in. Right now, it's a gravel street with a ditch. He would not be required to have that street become paved.
Any other questions? Anyone from the public? All right. Entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Mayor, I move that the public hearing be closed at 7:09 PM.
Second.
Moved by Catlin, seconded by Kerr, that the public hearing be closed at 7:09 PM. Your vote, please. And that is approved 6-0. Last public hearing is for the purpose of considering amending Article 13 of the zoning ordinance of the City of Beatrice, ordinance number 94-13 regarding administrative procedures.
If you look on page 105 of your packet, you'll see the amendment that we're proposing. It consists of a total of 2 words. It quite simply is the shortest amendment ever drafted by an attorney. When we initially did this, if you remember, Article 13 came up before you just a couple of months ago. What we had written was special use permits go to the Planning and Zoning Board. Once they've been approved in the past, they're simply filed away in the office, and there's no way for anybody else to know without coming down to the office and asking if somebody has a special use permit, if so, what they could do, what they couldn't do. We thought the best thing to do was put those on file with the Register of Deeds office, so anybody doing a title search could find those and know immediately, what type of special use permit they had. Did it run with the land? Did it not run with the land? So originally it was drafted, it said that we would file the special use resolution with the Register of Deeds office. Well, as you guys have seen, our resolutions, they're not in a format that's conducive to being filed with the Register of Deeds office. To make them work, we could do it, but we would probably end up incurring additional cost. Register of Deeds office charges us, I believe, $10 for every page that we file. We'd file at least 2 pages if we filed the actual resolution itself. So instead, what we're proposing is that we file notice of any special use permit that's issued. So we instead will make a 1 sheet of paper resolution or a notice that's filed with the Register of Deeds office, letting people know that a special use resolution was in fact issued. To get more details, come down and talk to Building Inspection's office. Gives everybody the notice that we intended, saves us money as about having to file several pages at one time. You get to the same end result, but we have to change the wording just a little bit in the ordinance.
Questions, comments?
I don't know if an attorney wrote that up set short. I think we better have further investigation into that.
The cost was the same though, right? 2 words or 2 paragraph?
It's an hour minimum.
Attorney, I mean, yeah.
It's an hour minimum. All right, entertain a motion to close public hearing.
Mayor, I move that the public hearing be closed at 7:12 PM.
Second.
Moved by Catlin, seconded by Party, that the public hearing be closed at 7:12 PM. And your vote, please. That is approved 6-0. Next item is resolution number 6081, adopting plan modification W to the redevelopment plan for redevelopment area number 4.
Mayor, I move that resolution number 6081 be passed and adopted.
Second.
Moved by Catlin, seconded by Kerr, that resolution number 6081 be passed and adopted. Any further discussion needed on the Fakler development? Seeing none, your vote, please. And that is approved 6-0. Next item is resolution number 6082, adopting plan modification X to the redevelopment plan for redevelopment area number 3.
Mayor, I move that resolution number 6082 be passed and adopted.
Second.
Moved by Catlin, seconded by Kerr, that resolution number 6082 be passed and adopted. And any further discussion on this proposal? All right, your vote, please. And that is approved 6-0. Resolution number 6082 has been passed and adopted. Next item is an ordinance amending Article 13 of the zoning ordinance of the City of Beatrice, ordinance number 94-13 regarding administrative procedures.
Mayor, I move that said ordinance be given number 17-014. The title therefore be approved. The rules be suspended and said ordinance be read by number only 3 times tonight.
Second.
Moved by Catlin, seconded by Cook, that the ordinance be given number 17-014. Title thereof be approved, rules suspended, and said ordinance be read by number only 3 times tonight. Motion to suspend the rules is not debatable. Your vote, please. That is approved 6-0. Ordinance number 17-014 by number the first time. Ordinance number 17-014 by number the second time. and ordinance number 17-014 by number the third and final time.
Mayor, I move that said ordinance number 17-014 be passed and approved.
Second.
Moved by Catlin, seconded by Party, that ordinance number 17-014 be passed and approved. Any further discussion? Gentlemen, your vote, please. That is approved 6-0. Ordinance number 17-014 has been approved. Next item is the public forum. Purpose of the public forum is for the presentation of an item by the general public to the city council for consideration at a later date. No discussion or action will be taken at this time by the city council. Anything for the public forum? Anyone? Okay. And next item basically is that we're going to go into executive session, but our next city council meeting will be on July 17th at 7 o'clock, and then we'll have a work session on July 24th. Mr. Catlin, I entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Mayor, I move that the Beatrice City Council go into closed session at 7:15 p.m. for the protection of public interest to discuss real estate.
Moved by motion by Catlin, second by Cook. We go into executive session at 7:15 p.m. Your vote, please. And that is approved 5-1 with Councilman Party voting against.